And welcome back on this Wednesday morning. Let's quickly go over that weather forecast. About 76 degrees out there. Feels wonderful, especially to all you coaches out there this morning. You love this weather, especially since football's right around the corner. 80 degrees for your high today, full sunshine. Get out and enjoy today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's high temperatures of 82, partly cloudy skies though. Friday, 40% chance of showers. Saturday, that jumps up to 70%, and then Sunday back down to 40, so a rainy weekend possible. All right, Mr. Pearson with me this morning, and of course, Coach Jackson, I wanted to say. And are you sure you don't have your paddle with you? These boys need some discipline.
I could probably find something in the trunk of the car.
I bet you could. He came up here and he said, Zach deserved it when I gave it to him. I said, oh, I bet all those paddlings you gave out.
Well, Zach brought it up. I didn't say a word about it. I do remember it.
You do remember it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever have, like, grown men now, coming up to you saying, yeah, you paddled me way back when?
Quite often, if you don't discipline them, you cheat them, And so they say if you don't beat them, you cheat them. That's what some people say. But you got to love them, and if you love them, you'll make them do right.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you did. They seem to be like good boys sometimes.
That's a fine one.
Other when Jamie throws out an article that they go a little too far on. But
we should have had Jamie. Matter of fact, while I was listening to Jamie a while ago, I thought we'd get that paddle out.
If you got that paddle in that truck, we'll make arrangements. We'll videotape that for sure. All right. Well, you guys are up here to talk about a men's conference. And, of course, Mr. Carter, David Carter, was up here, I guess about a month ago talking about this. And Jamie went to his first men's conference with Roy Williams not too long ago over at Clemens Baptist Church. He and Dusty, Tim Anderson and Dusty McLemore were putting it on and said it was really wonderful. So men getting together is a good thing.
It is.
Certainly is. You invite the Holy Spirit to come, and you can almost, as I say, cut it with a knife. You feel the Spirit there. So if you're looking for a place to go on August the 1st, that's a Friday night, and you'd like to have a close encounter with Jehovah God, that's a good place to be. Now, you might encounter him at a restaurant. You might encounter him at a movie theater. But if you come to this conference, he's already invited and prayed up, and he'll be there.
Guaranteed he'll be there.
Yeah. They say where two or more are gathered, and of course we're in his name, So it gets pretty exciting.
I know you were with us also when we talked about this and how different it is for, it's not just like a Sunday where you go with your wife and children to church and you get to hear the pastor talk, but it's a little different when it's just all men in the room.
It is. It's just real special to be there with a big group of men and have two great men speaking. We men are the Bible makes us leaders of our family and in other ways, and these two men, I really believe, will help every man who comes to be a better leader of his family and in the community.
Let's talk about a couple of stats there, because last time we were discussing how if a wife brings the family to church, I think 17%, these numbers may not be accurate, but 17% of the family will follow. Right. If the husband or the father of the house does it, you're talking about 80%.
Exactly. Huge difference.
Huge.
And it's a real need in our nation right now for men to step up and to be that leader, especially that spiritual leader. And that's really what this conference will be about. Hank Parker, who's a bass fisherman, has that background and has just a family of sports type people, but he has a great testimony that show how God can use a person from any walk of life. And then the other speaker is Fred Luter, who's a great man of God, who has a real outstanding story. He had started with 65 people in a small church in New Orleans. Built it up to 5,000 people.
Wow.
Katrina hit. Went back down to very few. The church scattered everywhere, but now it's back up to about 5,000. So
that's wonderful. Yeah. Coach Jackson, I know a lot of things have probably changed from when you were in school and disciplining these young men, as far as families that are no longer have a dad and mom in the same household now. There's single parents out there. There are blended families. So this is something not only just for married men. If you're a single father or divorced father, this is just for any man.
It's for any man, and most of the people there will be professed Christians. They're followers of Jesus Christ. He asked that question one time to his disciples. He said, "Who do these people say that I am?" And they said, "Well, some say you're Elijah, or some say you're John the Baptist." And then Jesus asked that chilling question that he asked you and me and anybody who encounters him, who do you say that I am? And when he asked that question, you know, it puts chills on me right now thinking about it. You got to decide, you know, is Jesus Christ the Son of God? Like that. Well, these people who are going to gather because they know he's the Son of God, they know the Holy Spirit will be there, and they're excited about coming. We'll have some men who will come who are really not quite sure about that, but they want to find out more. And so if there's a viewer out there or listener this morning who's thinking, you know, I've heard about this Christian thing, I've heard about this God thing, I've never gone to church much, I'm not a member, you know, I'd like to know more about it. You know, please come and just be with Christian men. Our two speakers are Spirit-filled men, you know, and you'll see it, you know, you'll hear it, you'll see it, and you'll experience it. But also the fellowship among believers will be wonderful. So all men encouraged to come.
And more than likely you're going to know someone there. It's just going to be a great experience, and I bet it won't be the first time that you go. You'll want to go to another one. When is it going to be?
August 1st. Friday night, starts at 5:30.
Okay.
We'll have a meal. It'll be catered by Lawler's Barbecue.
All right.
Then we'll go from our Family Life Center across to the sanctuary where we'll have plenty of room. And we'll have a couple hours of great speakers and just be in the Lord. And I want to encourage fathers to bring their sons, their grandfathers, you know, make it a family thing, or if you have a friend, you know, that would enjoy this.
Invite them and bring them.
Yeah.